Seth?
What?
It's time.
Oh, no.
Now, it's no use complaining. You've got to go.
It's cold out there in the morning.
Then wrap up.
Another 10 minutes?
What? Chance people seeing you near here when you're supposed to have disappeared?
I'll be careful.
No. Can't risk it, Seth. Now, you wouldn't want me to ruin my reputation by letting people know I'm harbouring a poacher, would you?
All right. What, no breakfast?
You've seen either hair of him for days.
Come on, Samson. Plenty more where they came from.
Thank you.
Mr. Turner not here?
He's gone to the races again with Eric Pollard. As thick as thieves these days.
You seem to be coping well on your own.
Well, Mum's coming in later, so I can get off and get my husband's lunch.
Look, I know you're married, but we can still talk, can't we?
Yes.
Can't be easy having two jobs and looking after Chris as well.
Oh, it's a relief to get out sometimes. At least there's company working in here.
Not a great talker then, your husband?
No. No, not really.
Hi. One spritzer and an orange juice, please.
Oh, I'm glad I've seen you. Saved me a trip to the game farm. Everything all right?
Yeah. We're getting ready for the shoot.
Good. I've asked around for beaters. Have you had any offers?
No, not yet.
I'll follow it up. How's the stock situation?
We're still losing them.
Poachers?
Yeah, I think so. I've seen feathers lying around and footprints. There seems to be a man and a horse.
Seth.
Has to be.
Up to his old tricks again, is he?
Probably revenge for not giving him the job.
Whatever his reason, it's costing me money. It's got to stop.
Well, I'm doing my best.
Well, catch him at it. Threaten him with the law. What's the use in having a gamekeeper if you can't keep the game?
Thanks.
How's Chris?
Fine.
Oh, just let us know if there's anything we can do.
Look, Frank, you've already done enough.
Don't think we don't know how hard it is.
You're the one that has to carry the brunt of it.
We're getting on fine.
It was tough at first.
I hope you don't regret it.
I didn't have much choice, did I?
You could have had.
Oh, that was a long time ago. Seems like another life.
It can't be easy.
You have to do your duty, don't you?
Yes,
I hope there's more to it than just duty.
so do I.
Pint, please, Kathy. Ned? Same for me, please.
Just the person I was hoping to see.
Oh, yeah?
About the farm shop. It's been closed more than it's been
all
open.
right. I'll see to this. Let's find somewhere quiet, Jack.
Looks like you're feeding an army here, Betty.
There's naught like fresh air to give a man an appetite.
Seth's back then.
Oh, I only wish he was.
Called the place?
No, that is the last thing Seth would want.
Could you put this up for me, please?
Beaters?
For the shoot. Seeing as we've had no response from putting the word round.
There was never any problem when Seth were gamekeeper. Folk could turn out at any time of the day for him.
Yes, well, if you ask me, it's a boycott, and he's organising it.
How can it be, when he's disappeared?
Nobody's seen sight nor sound.
Poor old Seth.
Doesn't seem right, does it? Old man like that out in the cold and wet.
And people trying to black his character, too.
We'll show him. We'll show him, Samson.
You look busy.
I'm trying to catch up. Been gossiping with Sarah all morning.
What, you were settling in?
No, it's more than she is.
How do you mean?
I think farm life's getting her down.
Ah, she'll feel better soon.
That's your answer, isn't it? Always look on the bright side.
What's wrong with that?
Well, look where it got us. Out of the farm.
Been into this nice little cottage. Tea?
Need more than tea if this poaching goes on.
The bird's still disappearing.
Every day. Boss ain't a bit happy about it.
Well, you can't blame her.
Oh, no, you can't. But if I don't do something about it, I'm going to lose me job.
Sorry I'm late. I got held up at the wool pack.
That's the trouble with having two jobs.
At least you're here in time to do the feeds. I want to get Frank back home.
Best offer I've had all month.
You know what the doctor said about not overdoing it?
I will not be treated like an invalid.
Illness hasn't improved Frank's temper, has it? Makes me realise what you've been through with Chris the last few months.
I've told you I'm doing fine. Rachel's made a huge difference.
Rachel?
She's been taking Chris out a lot recently. They seem to get on really well.
Oh, that's good.
Well, it gives me a break and gives Chris a change of scenery. She really seems to have the knack of how to handle him.
Good for Rachel. Perhaps I should ask her to take you out too.
In fact, we're both beginning to rely on her quite a lot.
On Biff at first, but I think they're coming round to the idea.
Good.
I mean, he turned out to be quite a hero, really. I mean, rescuing Vic Windsor that time.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, I suppose I better let you get on.
Yes.
So, I'll see you later.
Okay, bye. Hi, it's me. I've been thinking about you all day. Is Kathy there? Oh. Well, I'll see you tomorrow then. I'll ring first to check the coast is clear. Yeah, I can't wait. Bye.
What time will you be back?
Oh, expect me when you see me. There's a lot to do with Alan being so unreliable these days. I don't know what'll happen to the business if he carries on like this.
Well, there's no hurry. No need to rush back.
All right. See you later.
Yeah. Hi, Rachel. She's gone.
How's the pheasant count this morning?
It's not looking good. I reckon another 50 birds went yesterday.
You can't go on like this. We'll have nothing left for the shoot.
Well, I've patrolled as much as I can, but I can't be everywhere at once.
Can't beat them, join them.
What do you mean?
If you're right and it is Seth Armstrong's doing, and I think you are, then get him on your side instead of trying to outwit him. Give him his job back.
There's no way Seth Armstrong's going to beat me. I'll get a security firm in.
It's like taking a sledgehammer to crack a nut. This is a little local dispute and it should be settled locally.
And how much cooperation am I getting locally? We still haven't got any beaters for the shoot.
Like I said, get him on your side.
That may be how you do it, Frank. But that's not how I intend to do it. How many security men do you think we're going to need?
So, how long have you got?
All afternoon. I'll have to be back for this evening's surgery, though. We've got this locum coming in.
We? Sounds like you run the practice.
I sometimes feel as if I do.
I'm glad you could come.
So, what are we going to do with the afternoon? Are you expecting anyone?
Definitely not.
Hi.
Rachel.
Rachel just called in, see if I needed anything.
Oh, it was nice of you. I just came to have a word about Dad and Kim. I'm a bit worried about them.
Shall I make a pot of tea?
Yeah, thanks. Dad and Kim, they're fine. Dad's getting better.
I'm not sure Kim thinks he is. I wish he's taking over the business. She'll be tying up his shoelaces next.
If you're worried, talk to him, not me.
Well, this is obviously not the right time. Thanks for your help.
Yeah. Hey, look, I'm sorry about that.
It's not your fault. So, what are we going to do with the afternoon?
I don't believe this.
It's not our day.
Hello. It's my dad. Yeah. Well, no, I'm not sure. He wants to come round. Look, I don't know whether I'll be here. I'm not sure what my plans are.
We're going out.
Yeah, I'm going out. Yeah, can't we make it tomorrow instead?
No, Alan?
No, Alan. He's away as often as he's here these days.
Business will be in trouble if he goes on like this.
Well, he's had a tough time.
Yeah. And bank managers have hard hearts.
A pint, please. And another one of whatever my friend here's on.
What are you doing here?
Oh, testing the lie of the land. Help yourself, too.
I was going to give you a call.
The road to hell, eh? You know what that is, don't you? It's paved with good intentions.
Well, we always knew it was going to be a long haul. Can we go somewhere and talk privately?
When I finish my drink.
Go there.
What's all that about?
Nothing that'll do anybody any good, if you ask me.
All right.
Pollard's always on the make. Looks like his friend's the same.
Not much of a friend from what I saw.
No.
Are you going to the stables there?
No, I'm just doing the one job today.
Why don't you let me take you around game farm? It'll do you good to get some fresh air.
You don't give up, do you?
No. Just friends.
No, I've got to get home. Lots of things to sort out, including a dripping tap. That's an urgent need of a plumber.
I could do that.
What?
Mind your dripping taps. Probably only a washer. I'd like to do what I can to help you and Chris out.
Well, if you're sure.
Yeah, no problem. I can do that instead of going for a walk.
Dad?
Oh, hello. Business slack?
No. No. Business is looking up.
Good. That's all that matters.
Oh, no, it isn't.
I thought you were keen to build up your practice.
Oh, I am. I just mean that business isn't everything. There are people, too.
Yes. Look, if you've got a personal problem, you can always talk to me, you know.
It's not me that's got the problem. It's you.
Oh, I'll be fine, as long as I take it easy.
I'm not talking about your heart. I'm talking about you and Kim. What's happening about your wedding plans?
I leave all that to her.
And she spends all her time at the game farm or the heritage farm or talking to the accountant.
Zoe.
And don't try and tell me that she doesn't, because I have seen it for myself.
Somebody's got to run the business.
Well, at the moment, it looks like she thinks more about the business than she does about you. Talk to her, Dad. Before it's too late.
What the hell do you think you're doing? This business is supposed to be secret.
What business?
The prison. Our development plan.
That was our plan. It isn't anymore. It's been scuppered by a stubborn old woman.
Just for the time being.
Don't try and tell me there's a way out of this. It was your job to get the land and mine to get the planning permission. And now Betty Eggleton's holding us both to ransom.
We just need a little time.
We'll never get the land from her.
Yes, we will.
I've put money into this, and there's nothing to show for it.
Look, Betty Eggleton won't hold us up for much longer.
Promises.
No, fact. But I tell you what, if you do want to promise, you come barging up to me like that in public again, and I'll fix you, see if I don't.
Who do you think you are? Talking to me like that?
Look, without me, your crooked little scheme wouldn't have gone off the ground in the first place. Now, do you mind? I've got far better things to do than talk to you.
It's a bit of a mix and match. That's what happens when you do things last minute.
It's brilliant. Hey, I'll do that.
Thanks.
At least my arms still work.
There's quite a lot of you that still works.
Yeah.
Look, I don't want it to be a misunderstanding.
I don't think there is.
Well, the other night at your house after swimming, it's easy to get carried away. Maybe it's just as well Kathy came in when she did.
You think so?
I don't want to hold you to anything. I know you must be lonely.
Yeah.
Hello, news desk. Hello. I have some information regarding a certain councillor by the name of James Hawkins who... Yes, that's right. I have it on good authority that Mr. Hawkins has been using his position as councillor to feather his own nest, as it were. Oh, well, yes. You just have to see the minutes of the last few council meetings and you'll see exactly what he's been up to. He has led me up the garden path. And I dare say I'm not the first either. He is a swindler and a liar, and I want the whole world to know about it.
I can't bear being so close to you.
I'm sorry.
No. No, don't go away. Wish we didn't have to go back.
So do I.
It's like another world out here. Just the two of us.
That's why we have to go back. This isn't real, Chris. It's like a fairy tale. Out here we can kid ourselves that anything can happen. Back there's reality. Your wife. I feel so bad about Kathy.
Well, don't.
But she thinks I can be trusted. She thinks I'm helping you.
There's nothing between Kathy and me. Hasn't been for a long time.
She's devoted. Look at the way she's looked after you since the crash.
She's devoted, right enough. Devoted to her image. The noble wife staying with the crippled husband. She should be called Florence Nightingale, not Kathy Tate.
That's not fair, Chris.
Maybe it's not. But it's not easy for either of us. She does her duty, and I have to be grateful. How do you think that feels?
Well, it sounds terrible.
It wasn't the crash that broke up our marriage. In a way, it stuck it together. No. Our marriage was dead long before any of this happened to me.
How do you know?
She was seeing somebody else.
Oh, Chris.
So there's no need for you to feel guilty about this afternoon. Or any other time. We will keep seeing each other, won't we?
Hi. Come through.
Tap washer repairs, that's your service.
It's upstairs.
Where's Chris then?
Gone out, it seems.
Oh, so you're all on your own?
Yeah.
Look, I couldn't help overhearing what Frank and Kim said in the pub about, well, you know, things not being quite right. Is it all right me being here?
Why not? You've only come to mend the tap, haven't you?
Do you know how much the security firm are quoting to patrol the game farm?
It won't be cheap if you want 24-hour cover. Is it worth it, do you think?
It certainly is. Won't be outwitted by a decrepit old man.
Well, he can't be that decrepit if he's taking birds from under your nose. Perhaps it would be better to have him on your side instead of against you. Why don't you just give him a job?
I don't know how you can even think that. You must be losing your touch.
You're supposed to be taking over the business so he's not under stress, and then you go on at him like that.
Not your business, Zoe.
I'm concerned for you. So should you be.
I'm sorry. The losses at the game farm are getting me down.
She had to take on a lot of responsibility with me being ill.
What's the point of it all if you're growing apart?
We're not growing apart.
Aren't you? Ask Dad. If you ask me, you two have a lot of talking to do, and I'm getting out of your way so you can do it.
What do you mean, getting out of our way?
I'm going away for the weekend.
Who with?
A friend. And I hope I come back and find you two still friends.
Sorry about that. It's been a strain for all of us.
Yes.
I know I've been a bit of a burden.
No.
You thought you got Rambo. Instead, you got an old crook. But what I feel about us hasn't changed. Has it for you?
Of course not.
I know things are different now. I'm not quite the dynamic boss you once knew and admired.
I'm sorry, Frank.
Intimations of mortality. I don't know where that came from, something I learned at school, but I know what it means. It means I've had a warning, Kim. I won't last forever.
No point in brooding on it, though.
No point in not facing it, either. I'm older than you. Quite a bit older. When I was firing on all cylinders, it didn't seem to matter. I didn't notice. And I don't think you did, either. But now, it's different, isn't it? So, if you want to call off marrying me, you can. I won't blame you. If you want to call the whole thing off, you just have to say so.
Here we go.
Yes! That'll teach you, McAllister. You murderer!
Luke? Luke? You all right?
Yeah. Just. Dingles. Are you all right?
I think so. We'd better call the police.
No. Let's just get home and sort it out in the morning.
What time is it?
Come on. Good morning.
What's all this?
Breakfast. I gave the maid and the butler the day off. People below stairs do need to be appreciated, don't they? Besides, I'm greedy, and I want you all to myself. Makes a change from scrambled eggs on toast?
It certainly does. Now, do you mind telling me to what do I owe this honour?
I have reassessed things. What you said last night. The age gap, your heart attack. Well, it has meant some readjusting. And I'm not prepared to give all this up. To give you up. So, if you still love me, and there's going to be trouble if you don't, then you're stuck with me.
Any chance of a cuppa then, Seth?
Huh?
I reckon Kim Turt'll clap you in irons when she finds out. Poaching is against the law, you know.
You're trespassing. This is my home.
I can see that. It's not exactly sleeping rough in some hidden lair, is it?
I come and go like.
What happened to man of the elements? At one with nature, the man they can't track down, eh?
This isn't exactly the best way of going about getting your son a cup of tea.
All right, then 2 sugars, please.
Reckon Kim Tate'll begin your lad a raising pay now, then?
David doesn't even know I'm here. He has got his pride, you know, or what's left of it after you've had him running round in circles.
It weren't him I was getting at.
I know, but it's him what's getting blame. It's his job. It's his first real chance to have a little bit of self-respect. Don't ruin it for him, Seth. You've made your point, now leave it, eh?
2 sugars, you said?
Aye, go on.
Yeah, that's what really hurts. When somebody uses a friendship to disguise a financial intent. Did I know it? Oh, it's a good job you spotted him before you sold him your land.
How could I be so gullible? I took him for a friend, Alan. He took me for a fool, and he wasn't far wrong either.
Oh, now, don't be too hard on yourself. Oh, and you can't go through life mistrusting everybody. Yeah. Now, this is the new Emmerdale. It's really rather good. Trust me.
Well, it's not really my tipple, but here goes. It is rather good. In fact, it's excellent.
You really think so? And it's that good?
Yeah. I think we've got a winner here. And as I said before, you've got to forget the cottage industry bit. You've got to expand, and soon.
It's easier said than done, Eric.
We'll set up a company. You control it.
and I'll be the sleeping partner, and we'll expand into some real business.
Well, I don't know.
Oh, come on. You're not like that Councillor Hawkins chap. You are a friend, and I trust you implicitly. You did bank that cheque the other day, didn't you?
Well, yes, I did, but I had £2,000.
We'll call the company Emmerdale Breweries. Something like that, something really solid, eh?
You're not looking after this caravan very well, Seth. I thought I'd had these dents pulled out by now.
I'll knock them out when we've caught beast.
A few weeks ago, our Roy was out shooting rabbits.
You saw it?
Only a glimpse, but it was enough. I reckon we should stop messing about with them pheasants and set about catching beast.
You say it's coming out into autumn?
It's getting braver.
Should be easier to track. Are you interested?
Next week I might be.
What are you doing?
Well, it's been nice talking, but I have to pull my weight at home too, you know. Everybody does, just about.
Well, don't get me yet.
But I'm running late. I have to go.
But just wait until Caroline gets here, please. I don't like being on my own. Help yourself to a drink. Come on.
What, 5 minutes?
Oh. Splendid. In the jam. Old Eric Pollard, he's a decent sort, really. Very generous, too, in his own way. He shuns the spotlight, you see.
I don't know him well, but he seems all right.
Well, he likes you.
What?
Oh, yeah. Yes, he admires you. Well, don't look so surprised. He's not the only one to have noticed your charms. Now, there's no need to rush off, is there?
Now, come on, Mr. Turner. I think you've had a little too much home brew.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Caroline Bates will be in for a shift any second, and we don't want her getting the wrong idea, do we?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Jan. I mean, you didn't think, did you?
I don't think anything, Mr. Turner. Nothing happened.
£5. I could die of thirst.
I'll see you later, Mr. Turner.
Yes, Jan, and thank you. Thank you very much.
You all right, Alan?
Yes, fine, gentlemen. What would you like?
Well, this might come as a bit of a shock, but seeing as this is a pub, I'd like a pint.
Yeah, me too. Just the one, then I'm off home. I'm starving.
Oh, steady, Alan. You all right? Thanks. I'm just feeling...
You look as if you should have a lie down.
Yes. Yes, I think that may be a good idea, yes.
Who's going to serve us with beer?
Well, if you wouldn't mind very much, just help yourselves.
See you, Jack. You pray long enough, he listens.
Three guesses.
Betty Eggleton?
Not quite.
Ah, Samson!
Watch it.
That leaves only Kim Tate. You must have had a good day.
Fine. Except the shop wasn't open. Again.
Oh, Jack and Sarah are still having a bad time.
I sympathise, but it's not our problem. If Sarah's lost interest, all she has to do is say so, then we can move on.
Tough kid, aren't you?
Business-like, I'd say. Except in affairs of the heart, where, as you know only too well, I'm a real softie.
Well, it doesn't show. Anyway, while you've been working, I've been thinking.
Oh, yeah?
Obviously, we're not going to be able to organise everything for the wedding in 2 weeks.
You're right. How does Christmas Eve grab you?
Yeah, all right. Why not? Save you buying me a present.
That's already done. The honeymoon. To wit. Tonight's star prize. A trip to Barbados, flying on Concorde for you and the woman of your choice.
Really?
Or a cruise on the QE2. Or a fortnight in the Daleview Guest House, Emmerdale. Breakfast inclusive.
Inclusive? What can I say?
Decision time. And so, Mr. Frank Tate, you have won
A fortnight in Daleview.
Just what I've always wanted.
Late, you need to speculate.
So you don't really know? You haven't done any research?
How many dog owners live within a 10-mile radius of here?
I haven't a clue.
Lots. And a good percentage of them go on holiday and need a place to leave Fido and Lassie. And boarding kennels at the Heritage Farm.
With on-site visits.
He'd clean up, Kim. Think of the money. Sorry, what else would you be thinking of?
You two look very serious.
Money's no laughing matter.
Do you have to?
Anyway, thought you were supposed to be taking it easy.
I am.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, love.
Do you know if our partners in the shop are turning up today?
Don't worry. If push comes to shove, I can always turn my hand in the shop.
Not a chance. You're saving your energy up for me. Now, the shop's the Sugden's responsibility. I'll sort it out with them.
Are we still talking then, or what?
Neither of us are much good at sign language, are we?
Aye. Where are you going?
Supermarket, and then the Heritage Farm shop.
Well, that should keep Kim Tate happy.
And what could be more important than that?
Well, it was our idea.
Yeah, okay. It's not worth arguing over.
No, I mean, I appreciate you making the effort.
Thanks. Kim Tate better feel the same way.
Seth?
So, you want a cup of tea, do you?
And if you're making one, I just had to get away from Kim. You see the way she's strutting about the Heritage Farm as if she owns...
She owns the place, yeah, she does.
Oh, she was pushy to start with, but now that Dad's taking a back seat, she's completely...
Was there anything special, Zoe?
Well, this is a hell of a welcome, I must say.
No, look, is there something on your mind?
Yes, you. How are you, dear brother?
Fine. Thanks. No, can we talk honestly to each other, can we?
Well, I should hope so by now.
It's just I've got a prior appointment and I need some time alone to sort things out, you know.
A prior appointment. Tell me more.
That's all you're getting.
Fine, I can take a hint. What's her name?
On in. God.
Seth?
Full marks for observation, young'un.
You're frying life out of me. What are you playing at?
No, I've stopped playing. Living rough ain't all it's cracked up to be. That's why folk build houses.
Is it?
Aye, so I think it's time I stop twisting you around my little finger.
Oh, might be able to keep out of my job now.
Kim Tate's not been having a go, has she?
She knows you're craftier than me. Her and MI5 put together. I'm right glad you're retired, Seth, I tell you.
Well, not exactly retired.
No, I.
I've a proposition for you, David. It's an offer you can't refuse.
I was worried
Why?
in case you couldn't get here.
You've not changed your mind, have you? Good. Still worried?
Nervous.
Me too. It's the anticipation. I love it. We'd be better off upstairs.
Yeah, I know.
Something wrong?
Wait, you sure about this?
Of course. But
But what?
Well, if you don't hurry up, I might go off the idea.
I'm having lunch with Dad. Do you fancy joining us?
Well, it's a bit early. Besides, rumour has it Sarah Sugden might put in a special guest appearance. I don't want to miss that.
Fair enough.
Oh, how's Chris?
Strangely well.
What?
He's got, well, something he's really interested in at the minute. He's nervous, excited. I haven't a clue.
Ah, night shift's arrived. Won't be a minute.
Hello. Morning, Kim.
It's afternoon, actually.
Oh, is it?
Hi, Sarah. How is she?
Fingers crossed she's doing okay.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
Yeah, just like her mum.
Absolutely. Oh, hello. How are you? Isn't she lovely?
Very. I was wondering, Sarah.
I'm listening.
Neither you nor Jack have spent any time here since you took over. Nothing's been restocked since day one.
Guilty as charged.
People have returned things that are well past their sell-by date.
I know. Damn poor show, isn't it?
The only time this place ever seems to be open is when Dolores is here.
Well, thank God for Dolores. That's all I can say.
Well, it's not good enough. Now, either you and Jack sort things out soon, like today, or you'll have to go. It's as simple as that.
Have to go? Then we're gone. Simple as that.
Fine.
Sarah, are you sure?
Oh, yes. I'm sure.
This is the best dream I've had since last night.
You don't feel guilty, do you?
Haven't even thought about it.
No? You're going to come back tomorrow, aren't you? Sorry. I don't think I can wait that long.
I know you've got my pheasants.
Pheasants? What pheasants?
And if you hand them over right now, I might not report you to the police for theft and selling game without a licence.
I see no pheasants.
I know someone who bought a brace here only half an hour ago.
This is a post office come general store. And let me assure you, we don't sell anything in here unless we're allowed to do so by law. Now, if I could help you with something else, maybe.
Right, I'm calling the police.
Oh, then you want 999?
I want my birds.
They're not here.
Where are they?
How would I know? Your birds, not mine.
I won't forget this.
I will.
What's the idea?
Self-explanatory, I should have thought.
Where did you get the birds?
I'm not sure I altogether like your tone.
I'm not sure you altogether have to. Now, where did
Do you have a list of your suppliers to the Heritage Farm? When you show me a list of your suppliers, I will show you a list of mine, Mrs. Tate.
Same here, Mrs. Tate.
Ah, fresh pheasant, eh? That looks grand. Where did you get it?
You may well ask.
I just did.
You're in this together, the three of you.
The three? I see. A conspiracy theory.
Someone has been stealing Mrs. Tate's pheasant, Seth.
Oh, it's terrible, is that?
When I can prove you three are mixed up in it, I'm calling the police.
It's coming to something when country folk can't trust each other anymore.
I left the city to get away from all that.
Well, some people have suspicious minds. It's sad, but true, I'm afraid. Now, gentlemen.
After you, Mr. Windsor.
No, Mr. Armstrong. After you.
Look, the doctor won't be long. He says he's sorry, but he's going to be a bit late. Hi, it's me. Can you talk? Oh. Well, I'll see you tomorrow then. This afternoon was great. Yeah. Bye.
I'm not being ordered about like some servant.
Kim has got a point. Now, that shop has hardly been
Listen,
open.
Jack, I refuse to let that woman treat me as if I'm below stairs.
But the farm shop was your idea in the first place. Why pack it in
How
now?
many times do I have to say it before it sinks in? I will not be ordered about by Kim Tate. Or Frank Tate, or any other Tate. Can't you see that?
Not to mention the huge financial debt to the Tates. We have a stake in that shop. It makes me look a right...
I don't care about the shop.
But then why?
Because at the time I was thinking of what would make you happy, not what would make me happy.
All right. What would make you happy?
3 guesses.
We're not leaving here.
Maybe you're not.
Oh, it's a bit of a secret, I'm sure of it. I haven't seen him like this since he first met Kathy.
Christopher always was a very private person.
Non-communicative and resentful, you mean?
Do I?
You gave him too much. He wanted to be bigger than you and quicker.
And when he failed, he hated me. I should have given you his opportunities. You'd have made more of them.
Maybe, maybe not. It's too late now. Kim's got them and she really is making the most of them.
She's driven, Zoe. Like me. That's why we get on so well. Try not to resent her.
I don't. I just wish she'd lighten up a bit. Spend a bit more time with you.
She will. Anyway, how's my little daughter? Happy?
Moderate to middling.
I'm not like you to be so coy.
I'm not being coy. Hello? Oh, hi. Yeah, just a minute. I'll go through to the other room. It's personal, Dad.
So long as you're not being coy.
Not often either of us get to sit here, eh, Seth?
It's not often we get a meal on house and a free pint and all.
There's no such thing as a free meal, Seth. Alan stitched me up good and proper. He got those birds for the lesson I gave you.
Well, that's business, isn't it?
Yeah. I was happy to get out of Kim Tate's clutches in one piece. It's worth it to see the look on her face, though. What do you think?
Not bad at all.
Everything all right, gentlemen?
Mr. Turner is champion.
Compliments to the chef.
Thank you. Is anything else I can get you?
I won't say no to another pint.
I think you would.
Homebred pheasant, homebrewed beer. This is what country life's all about.
You're right there, Vic.
Do you know, I was thinking, maybe I should get a licence to sell game.
That makes sense.
Where would I get one?
Easy. Try your local post office. Cheers.
All right. You've made your point.
What point's that, Jack?
The shop. Forget it. We don't need it. It's a pain anyway. Let Kim Tate worry about it. We'll make up the money some other way. We'll sort something out. We always do in the end, don't we?
You listen, but you don't hear.
What have I said now?
I'm leaving, Jack.
Don't be daft. You're my wife, aren't you?
You see me as both working farmer and full-time mother. And on top of that, you still expect to come home to a clean house and see your tea on the table. It just isn't realistic.
You don't have to do both. If you don't want to work in the shop...
I don't care about the shop. Or the Heritage Farm, or Emmerdale Farm, or any other farm. They're not going to sort things out for us. We have to sort ourselves out. Let's make your mind up time, Jack. It's the farm or me. And you have to choose. Now.